Hi, I'm Steven. Welcome to It's Only Coffee. We're trying these viral mushroom coffees that supposedly can change your world. Let's find out what all the rage is about. The 4 mushroom coffees that I'm trying today are Ryze, Sigmatic, Doze, and Midwater. Ryze is #1 in the US. Sigmatic is kind of almost more of the OG. It's been around for a bit. Joe Rogan drinks it on his podcast. Doze, kind of an up-and-comer. I guess the founder was addicted to Adderall, and mushrooms kind of helped him get rid of that. Midwater, this is technically not even a coffee. It shouldn't be on this show at all. It's been around for a bit. They are kind of fit into that mushroom or morning, like good for you type beverage. It's really kind of more of a chai. It has black tea in there than instead of the instant coffee like these ones do. So we're gonna stack it up to these others and see how it does. All right, I'm gonna make these up. I'm gonna make them all the same. That way it gives an accurate taste test for me to rank them on which one I like the best, but you can make them however you like them. This is a little fiddly. I actually don't love these packets. It kind of gets everywhere, and I mean, it's nice for transport if you're just taking one, but they also make non-packet versions of this, I'm told, so that might be a version. These are nice and for traveling. They're very dusty, so don't take a big, I might. The Sigmatic is probably the darkest, but this one's looks like turmeric, yellow. I've measured all these out, and they all look a little different. The Ryze has a little bit lighter than the other 2 specific coffee ones. Smells a little funky, earthy. The Sigmatic is the darkest. Smells the most like coffee. The Doze, the smell kind of reminds me of instant cappuccino from Sam's Club or somewhere. It's not bad, but definitely not really, it's got like a hint of coffee. The Midwater smells the worst. I don't love the smell of that, but I'll see how it tastes. So after the failed whisking experiment, I'm just gonna stir these instead. That's what it suggests anyway. It doesn't say to whisk them. It's close. The Midwater suggested 6 ounces instead of 8 ounces for water, so that's how I'm gonna try it. Let's dive in. That one to me tastes like mushrooms, not at all like coffee. It does not even remind me of coffee in the slightest bit. Yeah, mushroom water. This one tastes like coffee. I see why Joe Rogan might like this. It's kind of, definitely nothing fancy. I mean, if you drink instant coffee, usually this definitely fits right in. I wouldn't switch to this probably myself over like a fresh coffee, but this one's interesting. It does have more coffee than the Ryze, more coffee flavor than the Ryze. Not quite as much as the Sigmatic. It definitely gives you the impression there's more in it. Just, it seems like there's more going on. Not necessarily all in a positive way. I maybe prefer the simpleness of the Sigmatic, but this one tastes better than it smells by a long shot. Doesn't smell very good, but it tastes decent. It's got a little, I think it's the ginger coming through. It's got a little touch of spice to it. It reminds me of a tea more than definitely more than a coffee. Which makes sense because it is a tea, it's not a coffee, but yeah, kind of playing in that chai realm a little bit. Some spices, black tea. So as far as taste-wise, taste alone, the Sigmatic wins for me. I like that one the best. Next would be the Doze. Then probably actually the Midwater, even though it's not coffee, but if we exclude that because it's not coffee, then the Ryze. Ryze is my least favorite in general. As far as taste, I don't prefer that one. They don't all taste just like mushrooms. The Force Sigmatic does taste a little like coffee, kind of definitely reminds me of that instant coffee. Not quite as like burnt rubbery as kind of the typical like Maxwell House like little jar that you get. You know, if you're looking to cut back on your caffeine, my personal preference wouldn't be, you know, I'm switching from my pour over to this, even though it does have the added benefits of mushrooms. I'd still probably go with a nicer coffees, both decaffeinated and caffeinated if I'm doing half decaf, or all decaffeinated if I'm doing decaf, and then look to add that mushroom supplement in a different way. These all have caffeine, so they really are trying to kind of get into the more of the coffee world, but more in the maybe the black tea range of caffeine. So after trying all these, I'm curious now about how I would maybe modify how I make these in order to make it taste the best for what it is. The Force Sigmatic is the one that I think I would focus on for like a coffee type beverage. I'm gonna try making it as a sort of like a cappuccino. So concentrate the coffee of this, a lot less water, steam some milk, turn it into cappuccino, see how that works for this. And then also on the other side of it, do an iced vanilla latte, sort of more of like a treat style. And then this one, more like a chai. Chais typically are drunk as a chai, what you might call a chai latte, so chai with milk. So I'll try this with some vanilla and cold milk, like an iced chai. See how that tastes as that version. If I wanted to enjoy it, I would probably try to drink it that way. For the iced vanilla latte that I'm making with the Sigmatic coffee, I'm using 2 doses of the Sigmatic, which is 5 grams, and 40 grams of vanilla syrup, 40 grams of hot water to turn that Sigmatic coffee into kind of like a syrupy, like concentrated espresso-y type coffee concentrate, and then ice and approximately 12 ounces of milk. For this particular recipe, you can kind of edit that however you want to do it. Mix up the hot water and the instant coffee and pour that onto the ice and milk. Yeah, it's nice. Reminds me a little bit of a unshaken like Greek frappe, which they would take instant coffee, sugar, milk, shake it up. Yeah, overall, this would be nice on a hot summer afternoon. If you like vanilla lattes, good milk, good vanilla, you could use that, but it turns out pretty decent. Much more of a dessert, like enjoyable dessert coffee than it straight if you don't like black coffee. For the Midwater, I'm making this as like a nice chai. So same thing, double the dose, 5 grams of the Midwater, 40 grams of hot water to kind of turn it into like a concentrate, then adding 40 grams of the vanilla syrup, ice, and approximately 12 ounces of milk as well. Yeah, it's nice. It's not as chai. I might want to concentrate it even more than I did, which was basically a double dose, but I think for this you might want to bump it up even more just to get it to punch through a little bit, but that's, yeah, overall it is very like chai latte-esque. If you want the benefits and kind of want to make it into something that you normally drink, if a chai latte is what you normally drink, that could be a good way to go, or iced vanilla latte. And then next I'll try some steamed milk as a more of like a cappuccino type thing. So I steamed some milk and I'm gonna pour this into our Force Sigmatic concentrate, see if we can turn it into a little small latte or a cappuccino. So yeah, you can still pour a little latte art in there if you want to. Really make your guests feel fancy for getting some instant coffee. It's not bad. I think if you really want to enjoy it, I would go more into the vanilla latte type realm, or this with some sugar. It definitely still has that singular one note coffee, instant coffee flavor. Really is still there in this style of drink. So this is probably not how I would drink it if I was gonna try to replace my daily cappuccino. This wouldn't do it for me. but as more of a dessert style beverage, it gets a little closer on like, oh, that'd probably be okay. So thanks for joining us today for this special edition of It's Only Coffee, because it really wasn't only coffee today. It was coffee plus mushrooms. What do you think of these instants? Am I way off? Are you loving Ryze? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. All that helps us to reach more people that want to learn and be, edutained about anything related to coffee and a few things apparently that are not related to coffee. So see you next time.